This is Josh Wander from Israel 365 News, and I'm here with
Hola.
Paula. Paula is here to pick up her family that are coming from Egypt, correct?
From Sinai. My son and his girlfriend.
How long have they been stranded, or were they stranded in Egypt?
They were for, 2.5 months around. Yeah, I think they went out beginning of January for 1 week. And I don't know, we're now almost mid-March, right? So 2.5 months.
So they've been trying to get back this entire time?
Well, at first, but then they realized it's not realistic, so they just let go. And they said, okay, we're staying here until we will receive permit to come back. So they weren't in stress. They were not stressed. We were, but they weren't.
Are you from here in Eilat, or are you from a different
We're
place in
from
the country?
Sde Boker. We're from the south, so it's only 2 hours of drive. Sorry, this is the balloon.
That's all right.
You know, it says Yetziat Mitzrayim. So
That's actually what I want to speak to you about, because that's why we came here, in order to interview people about Yetziat Mitzrayim. We think that this is very apropos to, before Pesach, to have people allowed to come out. So this is the first time that Israelis are allowed to cross the border?
yeah, actually in a long while. And in fact, they did not cross this border when they went there. They took a plane. They took a flight to Turkey, and from Turkey they took a flight to Sinai, thinking that they will come back in the same way. But then everything was shut down, so they couldn't get back.
So their original trip was to Turkey?
And the original trip was to Sinai, but this crossing border was shut down. So they took a detour through Turkey, thinking they will come back after 1 week in the same way, but that didn't happen.
So where have they been staying this entire time?
I guess they weren't only in one place, but they were somewhere between Nueva and Dahab, going back and forth. My son worked online, so he had his computer, so he could continue with his work. So, I don't know, they kept kind of routine in this weird situation.
And what different procedures did they have to go through in order to get the permit to come, or was it just open to everyone now?
We just had to wait until the Ministry of Interior Affairs released an announcement that all Israelis that entered Sinai, before a certain date, meaning before it was before the closure, could come out today between 8 and 1. So we just waited, and they had to do a corona test, of course, and that's it. But basically, we had to wait. It's about patience.
So this is very exciting that you're going to have them for Pesach in your house.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an option not to have them, right? So that's why Yetziat Mitzrayim Hador Haba, next generation.
And do you know if they're with other people? Are there a large group of Israelis that are coming, or they're all alone?
I don't know. We don't know how many. They were on their own, so I know there are other Israelis there as well. But I don't know nothing about them, whether they're coming out or staying or. No, we don't know that.
Are you in touch with them over the phone, or
Yeah, connection isn't very smooth, so they needed to be in specific places where there's Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But we were in touch via WhatsApp, text messages and photos, and we did Zoom a couple of times, so which was important because we tend to worry, I guess, more than needed. So Zoom was reassuring that they're okay.
And how long, do you know which time they're coming, or just waiting until they come out?
We're just waiting.
So how long have you been here?
We arrived at around 10. Yeah, they told us they were hoping to get to the border, to the border at around 9:30. So we figured that if we're here around 10, it will be okay. But we don't know how long it's going to take on the other side.
So you're waiting here until they show up.
Yep.
And then you're going to bring them back to Sde Boker?
Well, either to Sde Boker or probably to Tel Aviv, to their apartment, where they will have to be under quarantine. So we're taking them in fact, the plan is to take them to Tel Aviv. We have the soup that they like waiting in the car, and so they have something to eat when they get there. And then we'll go back to Sde Boker.
Thank you so much, Paul. I'm excited to wait here and see how you interact when they come.
Yeah, we waited for so long, we can wait a little bit more. That's okay.
It's like the Jewish people waited for 40 years. That's coming through the desert. We finally made it.
Yeah, 4 hours, nothing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.